Hello, welcome back to Mirror Interpretation Todorova. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about strokes. And in this video, it's gonna be about understanding stroke. You're gonna hear my accent, that I'm gonna read a script, and there will be a time for you to interpret. This is a stroke interpreting practice or a medical interpreter practice. Understanding stroke. Strokes can be classified into two main categories: ischemic strokes or thrombotic strokes. Those are caused by a blood clot that develops in the blood vessel inside the brain. Those are strokes caused by blockage of an artery or, in rare instances, a vein. The majority of people who suffer stroke is due to a blockage in the artery by thromb that blocks the supplement of blood. More than 85% of the people suffer this type of stroke. Only few people have so-called hemorrhagic stroke. Those are strokes caused by bleeding in the brain. About 13% of all strokes are hemorrhagic. The majority of brain cells that are damaged by a stroke are going to die. But there may be some cells that are located around the damaged cells that are able to recover. And those cells that can be recovered after a stroke usually recover within the first 3 months. After those 3 initial months, it could be a recovery, but on a very slow pace. A recovery can happen after 2 years after a stroke, even after 2 years after a stroke. Let's talk about what happened after you have a stroke. You may have weakness on one side of the body. You may have difficulty to walk or difficulty with equilibrium. You may suffer pain. Some people after stroke have difficulty to swallow. Some people have difficulty to talk. Oh, like me. Yes, a bit yes. You do not have as much problem with that, but a little bit yes. Some people have difficulty understanding what other people say. Some people have vision changes and some people have difficulty remembering. Do you want to use your glasses when you look? No, because when I see those things, I feel even worse. Okay, you do not want to see well. That's okay. Some people have difficulty to solve problem. Some people have depression or mood changes, but not all the people have all those symptoms after a stroke. But some people have some of those symptoms and some not. After a stroke, people may have difficulty to walk or move. Some people have difficulty in self-care or, for example, wash or dressing themselves. I want to know what can happen to me after. Some people have difficulty in the society with other people, and some people have difficulty driving. Oh, I don't drive anymore. Some people have difficulty socializing. Some people have difficulty and suffer so-called post-stroke depression. Some people have difficulty with their relationships or sexual health. The education that I am providing you is something that we offer to each patient here in this unit of the hospital that had a stroke. There are three types of stroke recovery. The first one is called natural healing. Exactly as when a wound slowly close and heal, get crusted and then completely heal, exactly in this way the brain can heal. Another way of healing after a stroke is repeating the things over and over again. This is a base of therapy. This is a practice for your brain. When you repeat things over and over again, the brain develop new connections, and you're here in therapy because in therapy, your brain develops a new connections. The third way to recover after a stroke is finding a new ways to do things. Otherwise said, if a person has a difficulty to walk, they may use a cane or a wheelchair as a help. The therapy is going to help you to recover after a stroke. Please try to take part of therapy, and afterwards you can see your improvements doing the best you can. Okay. In the first few months, you should do therapy every single day. After the first, second year period is gone, you should still do those exercises, but not every day. The important thing is to move your weak parts of the body if you can. If you can't move it, you can imagine that you move it. This helps as well. Okay. If they give you a homework or exercise, please do the exercises and try to remember doing them at home. It is very important to be independent, but also safe. If you have a visitor, it's advisable to position them on your weak side, so it's going to encourage you to move. So we just finished to talk about understanding stroke and how a person is recovering after having a stroke. Do you have any questions? No. Okay, so I will give you this so you can have it. And that was our first part of consecutive interpreting, understanding stroke. There would be 3 parts. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm gonna leave the answers below.